What's up, everybody? I know it's been the hell of a time I didn't do video for the YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm always extremely busy. It's not a bad thing, but well, I wish I had much more free time to do more videos. This is just a small project I've been working on since July. Today I'm gonna start. This is an expansion. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the other rooms. This is another expansion of 2 rooms that were added, in which I'm going to be doing all the outlets, 12 inches from the ground. Obviously, we'll be adding some cameras as well, 8 feet from the ground. I'll be adding some F-clip outlets in the ceiling so they can connect some projectors. And what else? Yeah, the emergency lights. I'll go ahead and show you. I hope everyone is doing great. I have a ton of tools that I've purchased that I want to do some reviews on, and I really need to take the time and do them. I'm gonna be posting this in a few minutes. I hope you guys are doing great. Most of the difficult work here was to bring the main power, which is, this is a single phase 347 volts for the emergency lights. Also every lighting here, because this is a commercial space, it's all run by 347 volts. It's quite outstanding, amazing. So consuming much less amps. Here are the outlets that I mentioned for the cameras. As you can see, all of them are about 8 feet high, if I'm not mistaken. 12 inches from the ground. Have outlets here everywhere. This is going to be a big class. And as I mentioned to you, bringing the power for the emergency lights were the hell of a job. I took main power from there because it was easy, and since I already had done some holes in the ceiling to travel back and forth for the outlets that you see right there, well, I used those existing holes to travel the wiring for the emergency lights, and then I'm just connect them in parallel. I'm still missing 3 of them to be added, but these classes, they were just built and they need the wiring done, so I'd rather focus on that for today, and I'll finish the lights eventually. So from that other room, the wire is traveling all the way here, and it's connected here in parallel, and then they just travel to each and every one class. Here's another door, so there must be an emergency light over there as well. And as I mentioned to you, these holes, well, I had to do them. I had no choice. I cannot magically fish the wire otherwise. And well, the guys that do the construction here, they're really good. I only take care of the electrical here, and they're gonna take care of the rest. This was super difficult with the holes, so I think I damaged my holes. So as a matter of fact, completely busted, because it's like the material is completely different than Gyproc. It's much more solid. And same there, same over there for the emergency light. You see all the wires are already fished and ready to receive the octagonal box and the light itself. There is another emergency light there, so I took the power for this one from there, and I have to eliminate them now, because by code it used to be completely legal to put a green emergency light. That was until 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And then now the emergency light, they have to be green, because green, it means like people are gonna, in case of fire or something like that, they're gonna be like, okay, it's green, you can go, you know. So now we are gonna replace them all as green, and obviously this one has to stay because this is a emergency door. So plenty of rooms, plenty of space. It's not completely finished, the job, and well, I had to work my magic. I had no choice. When you work in commercial space, every connection box, every octagonal box, or 4 11/16 of an inch boxes, they have to be accessible. So this is existing trap, and here I brought all the BXs that I will do one connection box. The short one is the main one that brings the power from all the way over there, and then I'm gonna hook up all these ones, and each and every room, they have their lighting system. I think that was the more difficult for me to do, because the outlets and everything, was easy job. We do that when the walls are open, obviously, so just travel through the metal studs. Now here I took in consideration the fact that they might not change the lights and use the existing one. All these lights are controlled by the breaker itself. There's no outlet, there's no there's no control switch for the lights. So if we are to keep them, then the wires that I run is caliber 12, so you can connect them to the 347 volts, because if it was caliber 14, I don't think that's very safe, and rather be safe than sorry with the electrical, obviously. So I run caliber 12, and this is going to be a three-way switch, which is going to be completely independent. There's two three-way switches here as well over there, and each room has. Why? Because you see the projector, which is connected here, and each room has one on the ceiling, as I show you. This was not really a difficult job. It's very, very possible to do it. It just take a little bit of time. Now the lighting, they're going to be controlled one aisle independent from the other one, and that helps the fact that if you turn on the projector, you want to shut down these lights. Let's say the projector is going to be pointing there, obviously, because if you have the conduit, then you cannot project over there. You have to project this way, and then those lights are going to stay on, and this arrow is going to stay off. This aisle, sorry. It's the same for the other room. We have the outlet there, and we'll be projecting on this wall. I had to divide this room from that column to this one, completely in the center, and 10 feet off the ground, so we can have a good quality projection there. And that's it, guys. I'm not dead, I'm not I'm not sick. Well, I was a bit sick, but that's nothing. Everything has been doing great, thanks God. Over busy, overwork, it's not a bad thing, but yeah, sometimes it's good to have a free time for yourself and enjoy. This is an accessible trap, and all this room, all this circuit is not yet connected here. As I mentioned to you, this is for the emergency lights. I'm gonna connect it in this panel. This is not monophase 120 volt. All of them are three-phase 208. So, because this is commercial space, as I mentioned to you before, from the mechanical room, we have the main power traveling here, and I'm gonna use this panel. Not many space left on it, but we can always remove a breaker, 15 amps suitable, like this one, and then we can put a twin breaker. So we'll leave on the phase A the existing circuit, or we can put it on the B, whatever, just like so. As long as you don't overload the breaker, the panel, sorry. So I hope everyone is doing great. I've been using the Klein Tools rolling tote. It's been doing great. Purchased many other tools. An amazing Greenlee punch out kit that I had to use on a project that I was doing in another building. That was in July. I had to do a great project. I was so proud of myself because it was a very difficult job, and I was not allowed to make any mistakes. And most of the time when you use the Romex cable through the ceilings, you can damage them, and I never had a short or never had the wire damage. It's amazing. Here I'll be working with VX, obviously, so this is more easy, much more comfortable to work with. So I'll be doing this room, and I hope you guys are doing great. Stay safe at all times. Mask up. Well, this is not a dust mask, but at least mask up. Wear eye protection all the time. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And looking forward, I'll be making some videos probably this weekend. We are Monday the 20th. I'll be probably doing some videos on this weekend on some tools that I've purchased and I want to review about. And first thing that I want to tell you, if you guys want to get some of these locks, this is amazing for arc flash. This is a lock made all of plastic, and I use it every time that I'm gonna go work on higher voltage. If you have to lock the circuit breaker, well, you go and lock it with this guy, and you know you're extra safe. So take it easy, guys. Have a great day. Till next time.